Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She looks exactly like Maggie Smith in she reminds me of Maggie Smith in Hook. Kind of. I could use a coat like that. The rain is freezing.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day.
I spoke with the lorryman in the runabout.
Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect.
Oh, that leveled us up. Nice. Wait, where exactly are these eyes located?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely. That would give them a read on the entire quarter.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Okay.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
What? Bloodbath? What?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
Tell me again, how are the lynching and the strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the union into surrendering.
Hey, Mudge! Good evening, how you doing?
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience.
Wow.
They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant union members to subdue him.
Okay.
He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
I have to say, this is not Disco.
It is very far from Disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
She grabs hold of the mainsail.
if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, They will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The debarders have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's
Shit.
not pretty.
Okay.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while
It is a
group of 30
shargasm.
can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees. in
Oh,
less than
Ginger,
4
talk to you
hours.
soon. Yeah, thank you so much for being here tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Have a great night, and yeah, you're awesome. Thank you so very much. General Mudge is here. Yes. Yeah, by the way, guys, Thursday we're playing an indie title. It seems pretty cool, and if you guys love dogs, you wanna be there for that, because there's gonna be puppers, a bunch of them. It's gonna be fun. An entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing?
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about Crenell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients: Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions, and such.
You like puppers? Yeah. Dog kittens? It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for Thursday. Yeah, puppers.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay, anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
She thinks.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
She thinks.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with coordinating law enforcement activities in complex multinational investigations. Their database is the single largest source of information in the world.
The game we're playing is gonna have a bunch of puppers in them. Yeah, it's basically a survival game set in the Arctic, where you build a base and you run scientific experiments and stuff, and there's a story attached to it, and your mode of transportation is apparently a dog sled, and you actually get to and from what I understood is like every dog has like different stats, and you have to pair them properly so that they work well together and all that kind of stuff. So Huskies, yes. Oh, Maro, all good, man. All good. Thank you so very much for that raid earlier. You're the best. Thank you very, very much for that. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you for the follow again. And yeah, hopefully I see you soon. Thanks again.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, man?
The Instant Clown Posse? Yeah.
In my
It's gotta be
line
the
of work,
ICP.
it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Could you contact the company? Tell them to call them off?
I have, and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
You said the deceased assaulted a woman.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on then?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
His name was...
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others first.
One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color, the deceased's?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
There's a pang of regret to her voice.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower
Oh,
jaw.
Shalty, all good,
It
man.
made it
Have a
difficult to
great night.
estimate
Thank you
his
so much for
age
being here. You're the
or
best.
Gauge his
Thank you.
facial expressions.
Yeah, hopefully I see you on Thursday.
What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the remaining two mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know what they are, though.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Where are these mercenaries? Logic. Let's go.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
One must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the arbor gates, scab leader.
That may be so. I
She's...
still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
She nods towards the sloop's cabin.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
There is a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Okay, that's enough for now.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
No, we're good. Okay. Let's unlock slot. Let's put in the that. 30 minutes. It should be fairly done fairly rapidly. Can I do anything with this?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
You want to try this, guys? I need a point in intellect. Can you guys give me a point in intellect? That would be awesome if you could. Let's try it. It's probably it's a tough one. I already have 6 points in that stat, and it's still not enough. It's slightly better. Thanks, guys.
You have no clue. It's just a wall.
That's fine.
So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
That was a good try, chat. That was very difficult. It's a tough check. It's like 28%. It's gonna be tough. Okay, so we did that. We still need to talk to the people in the thingy. Oh, I can talk to him now. Oh. No, I can't, apparently. So what are we looking at here? Equipping complete the volumetric shit compressor thought. We're on that. That one is medium. Man from Heimdall series. Where's that supposed to be? Oh, it's in the bookstore? It's a medium check we couldn't do before, but maybe we can do it now. So the best way we can do for you is add 1 point and subtract 1. Yes. No, it's literally 1, from what I understand. And I think it's like if like it's the most people, so like if somebody if the majority votes for something else, then you just don't get it. I think. Is the Man from Heimdall series here?
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover.
Okay, do any of these books?
All the titles contain the word Heimdall
somewhere. Do any of these books call it to me?
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Ow.
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. Between the throne and the Heimdall man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman.
Interesting.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
So why would I want this one specifically? Also, it's $9. It's too expensive, and I can't even steal it. So if I were to go and get it, I have to buy it, which is insanely difficult. That's a lot. Okay, so I can't do that yet. I mean, we completed the test, which is like one less test that we have to keep reminding ourselves of. But we're still missing a bunch of them, right? Yeah, so this one is heroic, which we're not going to be able to do. It's too hard. Annette, a medium test. We could try Annette. She's in there, actually. I should have looked up first. I might need your help, you guys, though, because this one is it's a psyche test. And I don't think I do super well with psyche.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Put skill points into suggestions. I have to put skill point into the skill. Okay. Wow, that's rude. I thought I could just do it. Okay, hold on. What are the other checks? Central furnace. Inside the building. Okay, we could try that. Physical instrument. It's a medium test. Knick-knack stand. Which is near the roundabout for some reason. Interfacing. Yeah, these are the only two I can do right now. Let's start a furnace. If for whatever reason we can do the furnace, that'd be awesome. Because that might like open up a bunch of stuff for us. Assuming we can do it. But you guys are gonna need to help me for that one though, because we're gonna need physique. Wait. Looks like the remains of the 24-hour window repair shop. It does, doesn't it? Wait, how do I... Oh, I forgot. Wait, come back here. Is this Emma's atelier? No. Could be, but... Yeah, it's a furnace. So a shot.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Do you get with your foot?
A hollow ring goes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Wow. We can try to test now, apparently, for some reason. Yell hello into the furnace. 72%. Guys, I need physique. Give me physique. So it's yeah, physique. Come on. Now. We gotta get physique, guys. Please. We can do this. This might actually like open up a new area for us to explore, or at least something. Because I'm kind of running out of ideas of where to go and what to do. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go.
Something
Yes!
breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello, you hear a woman's voice answer. I summoned the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Insert me, spirit. Hello? Did you say anything? There's a pause. I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. It's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Nice!
After you, officer.
Oh, that was worth losing health. Although now we're utterly missing in like every... We can't heal or stuff. We might actually die here. Oh god, imagine if like we go up and it's the lady with the gun and she just shoots us. Or if it's a ghost. Could be a ghost. Wait, oh, he's outside. I'm dumb. I forgot. The safety curtain is elsewhere. Where is it though? Oh, I remember. I remember where it's at. What was down there though? Nothing, okay. It's up here, and then I went through a door, and it's the other way. I think. I might be super wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Yeah, there it is. That's the place. It was right here. Oh, who's that? This tree is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Tom From, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Panda Crusaders. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Back to her.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on, what do you mean by milieus?
Yes, a Milius is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphone on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have I've been confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially.